What's up, everybody? My name is Johnny Ciardullo. I play in two active deathcore bands, one called Angelmaker and one called Carcosa. We have two tours coming up in the next year for 2023. First one is with Within Destruction with my band Carcosa. I perform vocals in that band. And then I have another tour directly after that with Body Snatcher headlining with my other band, Angelmaker, of which I play guitar. So this video, I wanted to talk about my gear that I use, my tour rig. Over the years, touring rigs have become incredibly simplified, which has made touring a lot easier because you no longer need to tour with a bunch of cabs and heads and all that kind of stuff. All of us have gone to digital modelers and everything like that you can carry inside of like a small Pelican case, which is exactly what I do. So I was going to go through both of the rigs that I use for both bands, for Carcosa for vocals, for Angelmaker for playing guitar. I also have a new product that I'm going to talk about today, this brand new Xvive in-ear monitor system, and we'll see how it works. This will be my first time kind of testing it out and see how it feels. I've only heard good things, so I can't wait to get into it. The first thing we'll start off with is Angelmaker. Really stripped down, simple. I'll start with the guitars that I use first because I brought two on this run, and it was all I needed. It was perfect. The run before, when we did Chaos and Carnage, I had one, and I did feel like I needed another one just in case something happened to it. So the homies at Aristides were kind enough to send me a headless one that's super sick. I'll show you that now. So this bad boy is the H07. As you can see, it is headless. It's got this clear-coated back on there. It comes with Fishman Moderns, and I had never used the Fishman Moderns before this, but damn, these are some awesome and unique pickups. This is my first experience with Fishman at all, so I used this one quite a bit live, I think more than my 070, and it was cool. It was fun having a Floyd again. This is Aristides' own system, their own trem system, which took a little bit of getting used to with the whole bridge and feeding the strings through and tuning it up, but we figured it out. It's pretty dope. You charge the pickups on the back there, if you can see. These are actives, which I don't usually use active pickups anymore, but it also has a push-pull option, so you can switch to passive if you want. This thing is great. It's super light. As you can see, I'm holding it with one hand, and it's fantastic. So I loved using this. My other one is the eye catcher here. This pink 070 with 7-string Evertune, all chrome. I have Cold Sweat, bare knuckle pickups in there. Just really clean looking ones. I didn't want any pull pots. I wanted it to look like soap bars, so I did that. It's got a on and off non-momentary kill switch. So if I'm stopping in between songs for talking breaks, I press that, I turn it off, and then as soon as I'm ready to go, I turn it back on. It has a custom Angelmaker sigil on there as well. I love this guitar. It's my baby. This was also the first tour that I ended up using in-ear monitors, and I happily work with 6.4. I have custom ones that have both the Angelmaker and Carcosa logos on them. I have a whole video of unboxing those. I'll put that up here. They were great. For that tour, we used a G4 Sennheiser in-ear monitor system, which was pretty good. We had a lot of RF issues on this tour because we were playing major cities and there was a lot of radio frequency interference. So there were some nights I didn't even run ears. I just literally went direct in from my quad Cortex into the front of house monitor, and that was it. That's all I used. It was pretty simple. What I'm going to do next is I'm going to switch over to my rig so that you can take a look at that. All right, so this was my bad boy for both Angelmaker tours I did. This is the quad Cortex. So I'll be candid with you guys. I recently had them send me a new one because I was having some major issues on tour. Essentially, it got stuck in a reboot cycle and it wouldn't turn back on. And this all happened during changeover. So I had to get them to send me out another one. Long story short, it's here. I'm hoping for the best, and I think it's going to be great, so we will see. So yeah, I'm using this for Angelmaker and for Carcosa vocals, which I will go into shortly. My chain is very simple. I have a gate that's cranked pretty high, and then everything else it's pretty much it. I have the cab is a 5150 sim on the red channel. I haven't really used any of the other effects for the past tour because we went back down to a 6-piece for Angelmaker, so all of the effect guitars and other just ambient leads, we went through the backtrack, so I didn't do that. But what I have there is reverb and delay, and I also have chorus on there because I really like how the chorus sounds. The channel underneath is a clean channel, of which I use on Chaos and Carnage for songs like What I Would Give and stuff. It's great. I love this thing. It does exactly what I need it to do. Also, let's talk about cables. So I use this custom pink Happy Cables cable. I have 2 of these bad boys, one for a backup. I had to get something that matched my pink guitar, so I just got to do the all matching thing. Huge shout out to Kyle Butts for making this damn thing. This is the Pelican that I used for the whole tour, for all tours now. I got stickers all over it. Inside of it, I usually keep my in-ear monitors, and I have multiple power supplies because if you end up losing these power supplies, it's super hard to find something because the quad uses such a specific voltage for power. So I got them to send me a few. I have 4 total just as backups. You never know what could happen. For Carcosa, I'm using this beautiful Lewitt microphone, which is great. I believe this is the MTP 240. It's very similar to like 58, like a Shure, but it's a little bit more pissed, and I love how it sounds. I also have the custom yellow Carcosa XLR cable, which is fantastic. I have had it bunch up on me a little bit, and it kind of looks like spaghetti, so I've been working on trying to perfect that. But let's move on to the Carcosa vocal rig because it's all running through this bad boy. All right, so real quick, we're gonna do like a very short little unboxing for this new Xvive in-ear monitor system. You guys can pause this and check out all the details. It's pretty goddamn crazy if you ask me. The 5 hours of battery life with rechargeable batteries is super clutch because using a lot of in-ear wireless packs, you usually have to change the batteries out every 3 shows, or that's usually what I would recommend. Also, solid RF connection over 90-foot range is super, super clutch, especially for the stages that we play. They're not super huge, so that really, really helps. Yeah, the transmitter also does what it needs to do. You can do headphones, in-ear monitors. This thing is really cool. I can't wait to test this bad boy out. I don't know if you can tell in terms of reference, but these are really small. So this is what I'll be plugging into the quad to send the signal to this little transmitter pack. It's really not very big, so it's super compact. It also comes with an XLR to 1/4 inch, which is awesome. Those are usually pretty rare, so it's nice to have those. The 2 micro USB charging cables, and it comes with this fun little bag, which will be great because it's gonna end up in this Pelican case. So yeah, I'm really excited to test this thing out. So let's see what it can do. So this is super cool. This took me like 5 seconds to plug in. It was nothing. So I turned this little bad boy on. I got my in-ear monitors plugged in right now. The dial on the left is obviously volume, and this one right here is your channel select. So I have it on 1, and this is a little bad boy. I have in the output of the quad Cortex also set to 1, and it works perfectly. I have a mono send going right now. Obviously I can only do mono because it's just that one bad boy right there, but it sounds fucking awesome, which is crazy. So just really quick, what I got going on for my live vocal chain, I have 2 gates because this thing runs pretty hot, and you have to push XLR outs on the quad Cortex pretty hard because it is pretty quiet. So there's a drop down menu from the top that you pull, and you can switch it to mic mode, which is great, or XLR. So I got 2 gates right off the bat. I got an EQ. I have gain, which I believe I'm using the 5150 again, but I have the gain dialed down a ton. Otherwise, it's going to be super, super hot. And I believe that is also just another parametric EQ, or it's a compressor, sorry. Underneath that, I have the effects chain. So I have reverb, delay, and chorus, because I like a chorus sound on my vocal. I think it sounds really cool. So between these 2 channels, my E channel is the main one that has the effects on. But if I'm going to talk, I switch it and it turns it off so that I can talk normally and it doesn't sound like I'm talking in a cave. So switch that back on and we're ready to go. So once again, I got this wireless pack in. I can walk pretty far. You can see it's attached to my hoodie there. And I still get great signal. I got 2 microphones, blah, blah, blah. But I also live in a major city in Vancouver, and right now I'm hearing no RF issues whatsoever. It's super, super clean. It's amazing, honestly. This thing is incredible. I was told a lot of good things from a lot of friends that recently toured with these little Xvive. It's called a U4. The range is great. It sounds super, super crisp. I'm really loving this. A lot of people did recommend them to me, so I'm glad to have one and try it out for an entire tour. I think it's great. Like, this is awesome. I love that I can do this now if I want. It's super freeing, easy to carry around, super dope. That's going to be the end of this video. Thank you all for sticking around. You gearheads might enjoy this. Other people might find it interesting. Thank you to Xvive for sending me the U4 in-ear wireless unit. It's awesome. I cannot wait to try this thing. Thanks to Neural DSP. Thanks to Aristides. Thank you to Happy Cables. You're all amazing. I appreciate you all so much. Thank you to 6.4 for the IEMs. I feel very, very blessed to work with all of you, and this is great. I can't wait to tour and see all of you in 2023. See ya.